Tonight on SmackDown Live AfterBuzz TV After Show, we take a look at the Punjabi prison, Mike Kanellis debuts, and who's our father? Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Greatest song ever. As we head to the battleground, we have our last SmackDown. Keep the music playing as we break down live on AfterBuzzTV.com, the AfterBuzz TV YouTube page, iTunes, SoundCloud. You're liking, subscribing, telling your friends, and maybe even your enemies about the wonderful world of AfterBuzz TV. What's up, everybody? I'm Christian Rosenberg. Twitter, @Rosenberg. Instagram, Rosenberg. T-shirts, like this Christian's Closet one I'm wearing. ProWrestlingTees.com/Christian Rosenberg. Whole crew is here with me tonight. The lovely lady over to my left, @Gabrielle_Loren. It's Gabby Loren.
Hey guys, what's up?
How's it going?
Good. Well, Talking Smack got canceled, but we're still Talking Smack here at AfterBuzz.
That's right. Over on the other side, we're talking about the power of love. This man loves Luke Harper. @Scott Narver. It's Scott Narver.
I'm so happy that we're playing the song from the Punjabi prison match.
This is exactly what it is. Yes. And next to Scott, he loves John Cena so much, he's wearing a t-shirt of his. @TomTheCom is Tom Connolly.
Hello, I'm here.
But I'm glad this music's playing because somebody last week promised us a new verse to this song.
And I will say that I listened to this song all week, nonstop, and I finally got, inspiration. It came to me. I was like, all right, I got this.
I feel
and then I said, oh, no, I gotta rage now.
What?
Yeah.
So we're raging like right now?
Right now.
Oh, cut. As much as I love this music, cut the music. We need to rage.
Because I finally got the lyrics, and then I found online that Talking Smack was canceled. Are you kidding me? Like, whoa. Stop the clock on this stuff. This is ridiculous.
There's no clock ticking right now.
Stop that clock.
This is ridiculous. See all these reports online that Talking Smack now canceled. I don't understand it. It was never fully explained. I would like a better explanation of that. It doesn't fit the style of what they're going for, when it's the only show that shows what these people are really like. It's not a Total Divas where it's scripted and, it's them fighting, but they're not really fighting because it's all fake. It's this place where anybody that comes on the show gets better on the microphone, gets more comfortable showing the audience what they can bring to the table, yet now it's canceled and now we don't have there's no outlet for these guys, and it's ridiculous. All the Raw talks were not as good as Talking Smack ever was, and I think also Raw Talk, they didn't really get a good vibe of like those guys actually being able to do this every week. We got The Miz would not be where he is today without Talking Smack. Him and Daniel Bryan, all that going on. This is just ridiculous. I don't understand why they thought it was a good idea to cancel it. It's a show that they tape after SmackDown, that they air after 205 Live. It's not like it's an actual live show where they're spending I don't know how much money to do it. Everyone's already there. They're not flying people in to do this.
They should, though.
It's ridiculous. I don't know. I'm just super pissed about it. It was one of my favorite shows to watch. It showed me a side of everybody that came on that show that you did not see before. And I'm really sad and mad that it's gonna not be on TV anymore.
So with all that being said, do you guys think that it's more of a ratings deal like we were talking about earlier, or is it more of like Vince McMahon just really didn't like this, as Sports Illustrated you mentioned reported?
Do you want to take this, or should I, Scott?
I would think we can all take it.
I know, but I didn't want to jump.
You
ahead
got
of
something in there. Go for it.
Well, I mean, there's the big thing of it saying, the ratings weren't there. I think that's complete baloney. Because
what do ratings matter if it's on your own network?
Exactly.
By the way, because we were so engulfed with love and then rage, we haven't said hi to Jim on the booth. It's Jim on the booth.
Hi.
Hi. All right. So
So much love.
So much love. I have so much love for Jimbo. He knows that. So here's the thing. So many of the superstars were pissed about this because it was, like you were saying, Tom, their chance to really explore, a chance to talk, a chance for people to get an idea of who they really are. Based on their reactions on Twitter, Renee Young and Daniel Bryan had no idea until social media.
Which blows my mind.
Which is crazy in itself.
That's the only, like, she goes there to interview people and do Talking Smack each week, and you're just going to be like, oh, I guess we're just not doing it anymore? Don't. I guess next week, are we going to be here? Or, you know, should I, you know, prepare to not be here?
But this is a time where I love social media because we can actually see honest opinions on what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Because in maybe 10, 15 years prior, we would have never known that Renee Young and Daniel Bryan had no idea that this was canceled, and now we actually get to see the raw, uncut version.
But as much as, you know, Miz is the one who certainly benefited the most, like you were saying, but Talking Smack also benefited Baron Corbin. It benefited the Usos. It benefited Mojo. It benefited that one time Eric Rowan was on, was freaking great.
Naomi.
It benefited Naomi. It benefited Alexa Bliss. It even benefited Kevin Owens even more than where he was already at.
Simon Gotch.
A lot of people might not remember who that is. But no, it's anyone who went on that show got the opportunity. It also showed us, for people who might have not only known Dan O'Brien through WWE, how hilarious he is. Shane McMahon seemed like a real person during it. Renee Young was fantastic on Talking Smack. This was her bread and butter. This is what I felt they hired Renee Young to do from the very beginning, because this was up her wheelhouse. And then they just swept it away. I know they're still doing it after pay-per-views, but it's not going to be the same.
That'll be happening for 2 pay-per-views, and it's going to be gone.
I can't wait to see how it is after Battleground, because you know some of the wrestlers are going to, whoever's going to be on it, are going to take digs at the fact it's not a weekly thing.
That's a very good point. Maybe even the hosts, Lawler and Renee, who will be doing Battleground.
Well, hope not Lawler.
No,
it
I
says
think they
online,
mentioned, Lawler.
It's going to be Lawler doing it? Why is Lawler doing a SmackDown one?
Daniel
He's a
Bryan
free
needs a day off.
agent.
God.
He's not on Raw.
I know he's not on Raw or SmackDown, but it's Daniel Bryan, and if he's not there, it's Shane. And if he's not there, it's JBL, who's still blocked me. But that's a different story.
There, and he's, you know, it's a very strange thing, but this is the pattern of what's going on with the network. Shows are being canceled left and right on there. I mean, a while back, the podcasts were Stone Cold Podcast, which takes nothing to put that show on the network. It's very simple. It's a 3-camera setup. They decided to do it live, which doesn't need to be, but it's a very simple show. Got canceled. Edge and Christian show canceled.
No, that's coming back.
Is it?
Yeah, they
did film it.
They
season
are filming
2.
stuff for season 2. Yeah,
they filmed it. Who knows if it's going to air?
Yeah,
It was put out there that it was canceled. There's a lot of shows that are being canceled because all the emphasis is being put on the wrestling. So when we get in these moments where we go, there's not enough wrestling, so they add more talking, and then vice versa. So this is what's happening right now. This is the way they're going is more wrestling.
I also think, though, now that you have a network for your company, you have more opportunities to expand and grow. So why would you get rid of these things that expand outside of just the wrestling and action during the live shows?
To me, other than NXT, 100% Talking Smack was the best show on the network.
Yeah, and it was. I saw online where
and
it
a
said
lot of
it
times
was
better than NXT.
It was like rated. It was the 4th watch show last week or the week before on your network.
What do ratings matter on your own network, Tom?
But I'm just saying that if it's one of the highest rated shows that people are actually watching, not like your, I don't know, crappy cartoons you're putting on, all that stuff. Like who's watching that stuff?
Did you watch Swerve this last Monday where they got Jason Jordan?
Season 3?
Yeah, they got Jason Jordan and they said he was Kurt Angle's son. That was super
Wait, did they get Jason Jordan or did they get Kurt Angle?
They got Jason Jordan. Like, hey, we're going to do a Big Time push with you, and you're going to be Kurt's son. Oh, such a good Swerved episode.
Yeah, we're
going to get into a little more of that in a bit.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it's something that benefits your talent and gets them more comfortable and more over with the fans that are watching them. That part blows my mind. They're like, no, you're getting too popular. People like you too much. Let's, tone that back a little bit.
If only there were an after show that talked about SmackDown where SmackDown roster was welcome to come on and talk freely. If only
there was some huge platform after show that, the awesome Maria Menounos would own, that has these microphones in front where we break down the good and bad of SmackDown, where, yeah, superstars, legends, commentators, referees, they're welcome to, if they're in town, come in the studio, call in, Skype, email, tweet, join our chat roll. That's, if only there was a place.
Yeah.
At least there is us.
Oh,
Exactly.
That is us.
Oh.
Come on,
We're putting
anytime.
all the pieces
You know what?
together.
Anytime,
You know what? I figured
Simon
it all out.
Gotch.
That's why they canceled Talking Smack. They couldn't compete with us.
Yeah.
You know what? I think that's what happened.
That's
I think
what it was.
Vince looked at the numbers and we were clearly doing better.
Yep.
Just kidding.
So
All right, I'll take that then. Fine. See you
Are
talking
you okay
smack.
with that? All right.
Get out of
That's
here.
where the ratings
the rage is
counted.
gone. We cured the rage. Can we get the love music back on then? Because the rage is gone. All we have now is love. Oh, the beautiful, beautiful love.
Maybe I'll try for next week for a nice, whatever verse.
Oh, so you don't have the verse.
No, I told you.
I thought maybe you
I
still
had
had
it.
it. Oh.
I had it, but
So you let
the
us
power of love couldn't hold me enough for the rage.
All right, well, let's get into SmackDown itself here. So we start out with our WWE. I want this music to play the entire show. We have Jinder coming out. The Punjabi prison is around the ring, and it made you forget how insanely massive that structure is. Like, they have less seats in the arena for that massive structure. Jinder mentions...
They just add bleacher seats at the top.
Oh, is that what they do?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You better be careful, otherwise you may be in the Punjabi prison. If your seat is
You get lost finding your seat. You might get stuck in the prison. Jinder says the Punjabi prison will be the final resting place of Orton's legacy. He has the Singh brothers explain the rules, which was nice of him to give them some more mic time. And now this is one of those matches where, okay, we haven't had one in 10 years. And this is really the first time they broke down the rules on television. So it was good they explained it to everybody. You have the 4 doors around the cage. You signal for one of them to be open. It's open for 60 seconds, after which that door is locked. It cannot be opened again. And then once you get out of that first cage, then there's an even bigger cage that you have to climb out of. First one to get out of both cages will be the winner. Out comes Randy Orton, says that Jinder's either the bravest SOB he's ever met, or he's just not that bright. He chose to be locked up with him, and he climbs to the top of the cage, and this will be his view before he takes back what is his. Pretty much, Randy Orton was just like, dude, you're trapping yourself with me? Like, and like, why did it take him a month to realize this?
He made it seem like it was just easy peasy. It's going to be nothing for him. I am excited to see the outcome of this match during Battleground, but it's just funny because he didn't show 1 ounce of fear in him. He climbed the bamboo with ease today, so I can only think that he'll be able to escape the Punjabi prison on Sunday.
He thinks that now, but he hasn't been beat up yet.
That's right.
That's true.
And he's not all sweaty.
I think I'm giving my prediction earlier.
I think it's going to be fun. I think this will, out of the now 3 Punjabi prison matches, I have a good feeling this will be the best one.
I hope so.
I don't know. It won't be the funniest.
It won't be the funniest.
No.
No.
You climb over it, or you walk out the door.
So the first cage, you can do either.
It's tiny. You got to, like, crawl through it.
Right.
From
yeah.
the previous ones, you couldn't just walk through it.
Yeah, no, like it's a matter of like just going through the bottom rope to get out of it. The second one you have to climb out.
Do you think there's a chance of on the second cage we get Orton and one of the Singh brothers like trying to stop him from getting over, and he backdrops him from the top of the cage onto the table on the outside?
Oh,
Like
I don't know.
Orton's just been hucking them with that backdrop. And he just does it from up there.
I think what we will see is because the Singh brothers are so tiny that Orton will be able to physically pull them in through and do his DDT.
So that's how he'll try and break their necks this time?
Yes.
I gotcha.
I could also see Orton and Jinder going at it, both trying to get out of that last wall together, I guess I should say. I could see them fighting on top at like
Yeah.
high. That would make it actually really interesting down to like the last few seconds of the match to see who's actually going to get over. And is it going to be by accident or is someone going to get knocked out?
Yeah, I think this is gonna be a fun match, though. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
I watched the other two, like last week or the week before, and they weren't horrible. Like they were not, obviously 3-star matches, or not even that. The Undertaker Big Show one was good. I mean, there was some blood, and they beat the crap out of each other. The ending was kind of eh. And then the other one was exciting with Batista, like the way he escaped, like jumping from one cage to the other one. That was a cool way to end it. But now it's like two guys that can actually really wrestle and do a lot more moves than the Great Khali. So yeah, I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah, we will see. First match of the night: Jimmy Uso versus Kofi, stemming from last week when we had Xavier beat Jey Uso. I liked how Kofi did a one-man unicorn stampede, where he did the stomps, then went out, just ran around the corner of the ring and came back in, did some more stomps. Apparently, Kofi has the most cumulative days as a tag team champion in WWE history. Which, when you sit and think about it, you think, who else could if he has the record for the single longest reign? Plus, he's had multiple other reigns. The only opposed, he beat, I'm guessing it was either Billy Gunn or Christian was probably second.
Yeah. Could be those guys. Jericho.
Yeah.
Jericho will be up there too. Yeah. Towards the end of the match, Jey distracted Kofi. Kofi climbed up for a flying cross body. After he hit it, Jimmy countered it, rolled him up, stole a win from Kofi. So the Usos have a little bit of momentum, or they even the score, I should say, from last week, as we go to Battleground this Sunday.
I really liked this match particularly. I think these two work so well together, Jimmy and Kofi. I think Kofi's always been phenomenal, obviously the Usos too, but some of their moves, like flipping people out with their legs last minute, I think I'm trying to remember, Jimmy pulled Kofi's leg out from under him on the side of the ropes, on the side of the ring. Such smooth movement, really amazing stuff that they pulled out during this match. And they always add comedy to it too, like in the very beginning with the twerking and all that. So I don't know, I really enjoy watching them together.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Kofi's in the tag match on Sunday.
Yeah,
that's always the tricky part, is you don't know who you're going to get.
Which one is going to be out.
Yeah, it was good though. I'm glad they even the win. I don't know what's going to happen on Sunday. I guess we'll see. We'll do predictions later.
We will. Shane McMahon in backstage with the women who are going to be in a 5-way elimination match. Side note, when did Shane McMahon get jacked?
He's been.
But all of a sudden,
he's a McMahon.
Tonight,
when hasn't he been jacked?
I don't know why, but tonight he just seemed like bigger than ever.
Because he's wearing a short sleeve shirt.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, he's normally wearing something long sleeve, but you just saw the arms tonight.
He looks massive.
And he wears those big, when he wrestles, his
his
jersey shirts are pretty.
Jersey. So Shane's talking about, all right, so which two women am I going to have wrestle tonight to hype up Battleground? And Charlotte's like, I want to fight Lana. Natalia's like, no, you're not fighting Lana. I'm fighting Lana. And Becky's like, no, neither of you are going to fight Lana. I'm going to be the one fighting Lana. And she's like, no, nobody's fighting Lana. Let's be serious. We're not going to have anyone fight Lana.
He just should have fired her in that moment, because he's not taking.
If he's not letting her wrestle.
Yeah, that was weird.
Natalya then suggests to Shane, why don't you have Charlotte fight Becky? And Charlotte says, no, we're not going to do that because Shane wants a competitive match. And Becky's like, what? And Charlotte's like, what? And Shane's like, well, that's a good idea. So he makes that match. End of segment.
Yeah. People talking in a V. Very strange.
Yes. Because, whenever there's a group of us, we tend to form a V in our conversations.
Yeah. It's not
how am I supposed to hear the other person?
Yeah. It's not like when you have a desk and something like this. This makes sense, but people are just casually in a room. Yeah. They just form a V. Don't turn sideways.
Well, I did like this setup, though. I will say we have now two friends feuding. I guess you can call them so-called friends. But it really sets up the stage for Sunday's Battleground. I almost feel like Tamina's being super shady, and something's going to happen with that situation. She was the only one that really didn't say, I'm going to fight Lana. So why
There's
would
still
she
that
back?
there's still that relationship between Tamina and Lana that we have no idea what it is or why it exists. From here we get a recap from Raw with the announcement of Jason Jordan being Kurt Angle's illegitimate son, where we're also have a backstage interview with Renee Young and a sit-down, intense interview with Chad Gable, because this is what she gets since there's no more Talking Smack.
Talking dads.
Talking dads with Chad Gable. Gable says Jason never told him about this. It didn't just change their lives, it changed my life too. But why wouldn't I support him the same way he supported me? But they're not the only ones that have a new beginning. So, Jason Jordan's not on SmackDown anymore. American Alpha is gone.
Which doesn't make any sense. All they did was make an announcement.
Where was the trade?
Yeah.
How did he get to go to Raw without us getting anybody?
If your dad's there, you can go wherever you want.
He had a SmackDown contract.
Politics.
So
we just gotta find out who Shane's illegitimate son is.
That's
right?
Chad Gable.
Or Daniel Bryan, yeah.
It's Chad Gable.
No, it's gotta be someone from Raw. Then he can come over to SmackDown.
Oh, gotcha. So, really the question is, these last few weeks, we've been seeing Chad Gable by himself. We were wondering why. And I can't believe it didn't really dawn on me with everything. Jason Jordan started using Angle Slam as one of his signature moves a couple months ago. He pulls the singlet down.
But he's been doing that, though, for a while.
The singlet he's been pulling down for a while.
Mm.
But like the Angle Slam he started doing not too long ago. And it was one of those things where we're like, why didn't we see this sooner?
Well, do you really want to get into why we
Scott.
didn't think
Yes,
Jason
Scott.
Jordan would be Kurt Angle's illegitimate son sooner?
Give me details as to why Jason Jordan might have not been.
Because they have different last names.
Oh.
God, this guy's tense.
You're right. I thought it was Orlando Jordan's son.
Yeah, and nobody
Would've
wants
made
to
way
claim
more
sense.
sense.
No, nobody will claim that role. Nobody will claim that role. So, what is next for Chad Gable now? That we know for a fact he is solo.
He's reinventing himself. I think he was trying to tease that a little bit, but what is he going to reinvent into?
Forming a tag team with Ty Dillinger, American Alpha.
2.0.
But Ty Dillinger's from Canada.
It's okay.
Yeah, but he
That
works
would be
here.
crazy.
He's the alpha. He's not the American.
Oh,
America
okay.
Alpha.
So now they just have their own
That's a good
separate
point.
names.
But aren't you supposed to work together? You know,
Yeah, but
be kind of odd.
we like
We
Canadians.
do like Canada. We're
Yeah,
connected in some weird ways.
It's America Junior.
You know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
land.
I'd like to see him as the new deputy for the fashion police.
Oh God.
Ty or Chad?
Both.
Gotcha. I think it'll be exciting though. Like he's had awesome matches.
Yeah.
The singles matches he had. So it's gonna be something. I would say he's probably going to be the first to challenge AJ, and that, or whoever, is still U.S. champion in the U.S.
Open Challenge.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. And it also makes me think, how many illegitimate parents do we have in the world of sports entertainment?
I don't know.
Like do we
Probably
have
a
illegitimate
lot.
mothers or fathers that are in the WWE right now, and we just don't know?
Yeah, Kurt Angle. We figured it out.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle's all of our illegitimate father.
Yeah.
All right, he's got a lot of kids.
He was busy.
You think Heath Slater's got kids?
Yeah.
Kurt Angle's
Kurt
got a
Angle's
lot
got
of
way more.
kids.
I think Rico would be your dad, Christian.
That would be a good option. I could see Rico. Probably JBL.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe one of the
JBL.
people that blocked you.
Yeah,
Trying to keep their
they're in
distance.
denial. They don't.
They want to keep their all the money in their bank account.
No, and JBL's really good with stocks. He has money. I still have medical bills. JBL, Dad.
It's great with chicken stock.
Yeah. So then we have the in-ring debut of Mike Kanellis, led to the ring by Maria. Dear God, yes, hit my music, because this was just magical. So, pretty much, if Jimmy Hart, Brother Love, and Billy Gunn had a night where they played Mike and Maria's entrance music and things got hot and heavy.
And had an illegitimate child.
And had an illegitimate child who became a seamstress for the WWE. This is the outfit they would make. First off, the ring pants were covered in lips. One side had a drawing of Maria in a bikini. The other side had a giant heart that says M+M forever. The white jacket covered with lipstick and a ginormous photo of Maria on the back of it. This was so wonderful. Like, I can't get over how, like, I didn't even pay attention to the match. I was just mesmerized
By the fashion.
by the fashion. It was so great.
Where does this rank in all-time?
Oh, it's up there.
Okay.
It is up. It's probably top 5. I mean, nothing's ever going to beat Ravishing Rick Rude. We know that.
So why try? Are you telling them to stop at this point?
No.
That's clearly what it sounds like. It's like, you'll never beat this, so forget it.
Well, no one's ever going to beat Bruno Sammartino's title reign. Doesn't mean people aren't going to stop trying to.
How do you know? I think Triple H has one more run of 7 years in him.
7 year straight title reign?
Yeah.
All right. So, then they have a match, Mike Kanellis versus Sami Zayn. It's pretty much a bona fide squash. Sammy's just destroying him. He's getting ready to go for the Huluva kick. Maria rolls into the ring, stands in the way, distracts the referee as Maria finally leaves the ring. Big right hand by Mike, and then he hits a Samoan driver and pins Sami Zayn in his debut.
Which is...
Gabby wasn't happy about this. Gabby was not happy about this.
Not the way I like my matches. You guys know this from main event. I don't like those quick flip of the switches where all of a sudden the person that was dominant now becomes the one who loses. It's just a letdown. It's a letdown. And I know you were mentioning when we were viewing.
Why would they hype up a debut and him lose?
I know, but I just don't think it was deserved. Then give him a deserving match. You know?
I was surprised his debut match happened tonight and not the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Like, this I figured was going to be on Battleground. If they were going to give him his debut, okay, just have him with some local guy so he can show, oh, hey, Mike Kanellis is a wrestler. Because the storyline was like, what does Mike do? But he beats Sami Zayn right away.
He's just in catering.
He should have fandangoed this and come out and been like, no, I'm not going to wrestle today.
That would have been amazing.
And then, like, played his music, had a huge entrance, got to the ring, showed off his gear, and then changed his mind and just, like, went back away before the bell rang.
I like that.
Yes.
Well, the move needs a new name. It's called the Samoan Driver.
When you say a Samoan Driver, do you mean like Rikishi's old move?
No, that's what they said on commentary. Essentially, you know, lift him up like just about every other wrestler lifts
like
up a guy
AA.
for a finishing move, like an
Like
AA.
you're gonna do a Samoan drop.
It was Dana Brooks' finisher when she was winning matches.
Oh, so like from the fireman's carry into a spine buster?
Fireman's carry almost into
the
like a
cradle
Falcon's
shot.
arrow.
yeah, kind of a cradle shock, but they don't hold it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Look at all these Mauro Ranallos all around us, huh?
Mamma
He's
mia.
back.
Yeah, he's on NXT now, so we can talk about him again. So we'll see. Obviously, this feud is just beginning. The card for Battleground is already fairly stacked, so I don't know if they're going to get thrown onto it as well, or they might just continue to push it along on SmackDown.
Well, I want to hear from the chat roll. What would they call this move instead of the Samoan Driver? What would they call Mike Kanellis' move?
The love gun.
I just hope he doesn't keep this finishing move. I'm sick of everyone with the fireman's carry to start off their finishing or signature moves. There's too many of them.
What do you mean? We have like Cena, Ty Dillinger, AJ kind of has a move like that.
Lesnar. Sheamus.
Yeah. That's not enough. We need more. We need more of it.
Sounds like the power of hate over there.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
should do the heart punch.
Oh god, that's hilarious. He did do a really nice punch that, like, you know, to set up that move. But yeah, chat roll. Let's hear what you have for a finishing move.
What about Locked in Love?
That's good.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Okay.
The LL instead of
The
the
LL.
Yeah,
The LL.
shorten it a little bit.
That could be a good submission move. Name.
Yeah, better submission.
And
a tap out.
Yeah.
Oh, the love shot, the love connection.
Oh, I like the love shot.
The Maria made me do it.
I like love shot.
Yeah, that's Timothy Smith with the love shot.
Yes. We'll see a few more of those in a second. John Cena comes out to the ring hyping up the pay-per-view.
Speaking of love, buddy.
Yeah. Tom, do you want to talk about John Cena? Should we hit the love music again?
No,
While Tom
okay.
talks about...
Oh, I think we should.
No, not this one. No, no.
I will say...
John Cena's wearing the same thing he wears every
That's
time.
fine. It doesn't matter.
What, you love him?
I will say, I'm kind of actually glad that he has not come out with new gear yet. Like, are we waiting for, after this pay-per-view, for the SummerSlam push? I think we are. But he still has the green. Was he wearing green tonight, or?
The orange.
Orange, all right, yeah. Which I have, yeah. That shirt, too, I have. Yeah.
You got to budget things out so that way you can make sure to...
Yeah, and he just came back. I thought it'd be definitely more patriotic, though. Like, I mean, he always is in red, white, and blue, but more, I don't know, something more?
Like your shirt right now?
Yeah.
I thought he would have the shirt that he has for this Make-A-Wish kid. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Anybody?
No.
I've heard about it.
So a Make-A-Wish kid wanted to design an action figure for him, so he drew a John Cena shirt, and the shirt looks like an American flag, and it says "You can't see me" as the stripes, and then it has the "You can't see me" sign for the stars.
Okay.
And it'll be sold at Toys R Us as an exclusive, and then money goes to Make-A-Wish. But that would have been, you show up on 4th of July. Why not promote that and promote this figure? But,
But Zeno Hour in the chat calls it the Cupid's arrow.
That's a good one.
These are all good.
that's the best so far.
That's the best so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cena's hyping up the pay-per-view. And they actually made a little tweak to the flag match this time. You don't just grab the flag and that's the end of the match. Apparently you grab the flag and then you have to place it on its holder past the finish line.
In the ambulance. Then the ambulance drives
Yes.
out of the ring.
That's awesome.
On fire
Placed inside a Punjabi prison.
for 60 minutes. 2 out of 3 falls. So Cena does this very passionate, patriotic speech talking about how through all these things the flag flew high. This Sunday the flag will fly high. And afterwards Rusev beat the crap out of him, where the flag then fell on the ground, which is like a crime. And Rusev locked in the accolade and stood tall. That's my one concern now. If they're doing a thing where they have to bring the flag out of the ring, up the ramp, and place it somewhere, those flags are going to hit the ground. Because someone's going to stop one of them.
Maybe they'll have little, stands on the way down the ring. I don't know. Yeah, it seems weird.
But I mean, there are going to be some, super red, white, and blue blood people that are going to be really offended when that flag hits the ground after Rusev kicks Cena down.
Yeah, but they also have American flag Zubaz, and they wear those and sit on the ground. So get over it. It's okay.
Why are you bringing up Mojo,
we
man?
can pick it back up.
I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, we can pick the flag back up, and it'll be fine.
AJ's backstage with Nakamura preparing for their match. AJ's asking him if he wants to talk strategy, and all Nakamura doing is staring at the United States title. And he says, "One day you call, I'll answer." So nobody wants a WWE championship. Everyone is fighting for the United States title.
When Jinder's the champ, who's gonna beat him?
Yeah.
Right?
That's true. Nobody. Everyone feels that they can't beat him.
Shinsuke Nakamura has no business in a Punjabi prison match. Scared out of his mind. Barely survived the Money in the Bank.
Little known fact about Nakamura: terrified of bamboo.
Makes sense.
Yeah, there you go. That's why. Becky versus Charlotte. And Ty's on commentary. This was, a mat clinic that you would expect between these two. And it's also one of those matches where they're holding so much back for when, they're eventually going to have some pay-per-view match. But the match, I thought, was excellent. I love when Becky countered natural selection into the disarmer, and then Charlotte countered that into a roll-up. Eventually, Charlotte missed a moonsault, got locked in a disarmer. Charlotte tapped out. But then after the match, Tamina and Lana came out, and along with Natalya, beat the crap out of both of them. And then Natalya then tried to put the sharpshooter on Tamina, in which case then Lana took Natalya off Tamina, super kick by Tamina, and Lana walked out together. Like we were talking about the confusion.
Interesting enough, I felt like when at the very end Lana got involved, she like questioned what she was going to do next. It looked like she kind of hesitated. Did anybody notice that? She thought about it for a sec and then she reacted. It was very weird. I didn't know if it was like, should I do this or am I supposed to do this? I was very confused. Do you not remember that part?
I think it was just deciding who am I going to beat up next.
Lana?
Or
No.
Natalya deciding who she's going to beat up.
No, this was when I'm talking about Lana.
Yeah.
Lana reacted.
Oh.
She was very hesitant in her move to like, I think she grabbed her hair back at the very end when all the girls were kind of attacking each other.
Maybe she was like, well, am I going to be friends with anybody
Yeah.
if I start attacking?
Yeah, I feel like she has to kind of be careful with who she rubs the wrong way because she needs to have somebody in her corner.
Oh, right now it's Tamina. We don't
Maybe.
know why.
Tamina was giving her the eye at
Well,
the end.
yeah, so that's where the shade comes in because she did give her an eye at the end of the match.
It wasn't a smile and a handshake or a hug. It was just staring her down.
But I think that might be because she got involved at the end of the match. So maybe that's where what I noticed comes into play. She might be throwing her shade because of that.
Maybe.
Yeah. This was a good match, though.
I thought it was a great match.
I mean, I want to see it again.
Yep.
For the belt, or I do think they were holding some things back where they're like, all right, well, this is SmackDown, so we're not going to go all out. But I'm glad Becky won, though. I think it was a good move to have her win this match to make it seem that Charlotte isn't unbeatable, and she may not win this match on Sunday.
Right.
She kind of needed to get that win because there was so much smack talking in that interview that was going down. And so I think that it was kind of handed to her. Like, if you're going to open your mouth, then you're going to get beat. And Becky had to kind of prove that point. Otherwise, she wouldn't have looked like as strong as I guess she is portrayed to be.
It was a shocker. I didn't think Charlotte would tap out.
Yeah, and she I mean, it was that. Oh, and didn't she tap out not too long ago to Natalya in a tag match too? Or no, she got pinned by Tamina.
Yeah.
So Charlotte's taking some beatings lately. At that point, after that, we had a backstage interview with Renee Young and Naomi. However, our DirecTV feed, for whatever reason, froze, and then it went to the next segment. So I'm sorry, we have no idea what happened in this promo.
Perhaps the greatest or worst segment in SmackDown Live history.
It's true.
We don't know.
We don't know. We don't. I mean, for all we know, Carmella cashed in backstage.
She didn't.
Could be.
No, she didn't.
No, I saw it.
If you saw this then, Tom,
Break it down.
thanks for making me sound dumb that we couldn't break it down. Tell us in great detail what happened in this segment because we have no idea.
She said she'd fight anybody, even Lana, and then Carmella showed up and was like, well, wherever you go, I go. So I guess I'll see you at Battleground. And that was it.
The greatest
It was.
SmackDown Live segment of all time.
I was blown away by it.
Well, I don't know if it was the greatest because up next we had the Fashion X-Files.
It's pretty good.
It was pretty damn good.
It's pretty good.
Because we start with the episode's called The Truth Is Not H. We're going to have to do that a lot. First off, the bulletin board. Picture of Bo Dallas saying, I want to believe.
No, picture of UFO.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I just immediately thought Bo Dallas looked like a UFO. Picture of Tony Chimmel saying unintelligent life form.
True.
Picture of Hornswoggle saying the anonymous GM debunked. There, a photo of missing Tully. Our truth is out there. The ghost train with the Godfather. Boogeyman connected to Scotty Too Hottie because Boogeyman eats worms, so maybe Scotty Too Hottie was eaten by the Boogeyman, so he does a worm. Michael Hayes, Purple People Eater. Picture of Pat Patterson winning the Intercontinental Championship with Rio Tournament. Lots of question marks. But then Tyler's like, no, stop all this. We need to serious up. We need to believe in science. Not these ghosts or aliens or Illuminati. All of a sudden, they think they hear a ghost.
This was my favorite part.
They open a curtain. And it is a ghost. It's a very, very pale Aiden English warming up his vocal cords. They then close the curtain. And Tyler Breeze talks about, oh, a light shines. It is true. I want to meet E.T. and Alf and Max Moon and Chewbacca. And then a delivery guy shows up with an open package. Because he turned the light on because he didn't see anything. Gives them the package. They all think he's an alien. And inside that package was the head of Tully.
No.
I know, I was pissed. The cotton was being pulled out of the back. I can't believe they showed this on television. This
I know who
it is not TVPG.
I know exactly who it is.
Well, there was a note that said Battleground. And Breezango said, this ends Sunday. We'll find out who you think it is during our predictions.
Okay, fine.
We want to let's save it. Let's save it.
Fine.
Tease it.
Fine.
This is what we call a teaser. All the big shows.
Does anybody else know who it is or no? Do you think you know who it is?
I have a wild guess. It's probably wrong.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll get to it.
We'll get to it. Main event: AJ Nakamura versus Owens and Corbin.
This was fun.
Oh, that's right. We should probably break it down, shouldn't we?
No, we're talking about a prediction.
I'm looking at the time. I know we only have X amount of time left, but go ahead.
It was fun.
It was a lot
like
of
they're
fun.
having more and more fun. They're getting to do fun stuff, like just branching out into more TV shows and just having fun. That's what this show should be all about, and these guys are embodying it.
What was Tyler Breeze dressed in?
He was doing.
He's dressed as Scully.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, but I was
red
like,
wig.
I'm like, is he really wearing a woman's shirt now? I mean, not that he hasn't done before, but I was like, is it a guy's shirt or is it just a super tight shirt that
He was
he's
dressed.
wearing?
What was it? Jillian Anderson, was that her name?
Yeah, he had like the red wig
A
on.
blouse.
Yeah, yeah, like
blouse.
yeah.
Or a dress shirt. I'm
And
not
Fandango was David Duchovny because he already has the hair.
That like the opening was great for this, like
so
with him in the mirror. Like,
It was wonderful.
they're crazy.
I just hope that after they solve this mystery on Sunday, we start a whole new case on Tuesday.
We have to.
We have to.
Yeah. These are
Can't just end it
important.
now.
It's got to just go into like every. It can go into different genres too. Of like, they can do like a Game of Thrones. You know what I mean? Like they could
yeah.
go all over the place with it. So
Now can I go to the main event?
Sure.
Okay. AJ Nakamura versus Owens and Corbin. As Nakamura was coming out, Corbin attacked him from behind. They kept this thing going. Owens then came out to help him. AJ then ran from the ring, and they all started brawling to the outside. I liked during the match how Baron Corbin yelled at the referee that he can count. And pretty much this match consisted of Baron Corbin beating the crap out of Nakamura. Like 85% of this match was Corbin beating up Nakamura. Once Nakamura finally got the tag to AJ, of course, then the craziness ensued, like all main event tag team matches have. Then we see the countdown for Shooter's season premiere, and we're all just like, they better hurry up. They're all like out of the ring right now.
It's like at a minute 30.
I'm like, all right, there's nowhere near a winner right now, so we better hurry things up.
And Shinsuke loves his shooter.
Right, he has to get to the back before that show starts. Eventually ends up with a blind tag by Owens. AJ doesn't see it. A super kick while AJ was going for the Styles Clash on Corbin. This led into a pop-up powerbomb. Kevin Owens pins AJ Styles as SmackDown goes off the air. Just in time for Shooter.
yep, gotta go. See you guys.
Well, we do have an after show for Shooter, so make sure if you're a fan of that show to watch that AfterBuzz too. We plugged for them. But yeah, fun tag match. Hype it. I thought overall SmackDown did a great job hyping up the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And with that, shall we get into our predictions?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Prediction time.
We should just start our show with predictions.
No, Tom. No. We have to do predictions at the end of the show. That is the order of the rundown. As Battleground happens this Sunday on the WWE Network. Where is it again? I'm forgetting what.
Philadelphia.
Oh, that's right.
Jeez.
Tom's angry because he's from that.
If it was only 2 weeks ago, I could have. Get your schedule together,
If
WWE.
only Tom borrowed the New Day's time machine.
Yeah.
If only.
Yeah. No.
Kickoff match. Again, kickoff match. We've had this kickoff match before. Ty Dillinger and Aiden English. This is the only guy that let Ty Dillinger wrestle, apparently. But this time, I think Aiden English is going to win.
Oh, you do?
I actually think this time, because the one other match we saw, Dillinger lost to Jinder. Maybe it starts some type of losing streak, and I think Aiden English will actually get a victory for once.
I'm Dillinger.
Yeah, I gotta say probably Aiden English. I mean, he was warming up his voice, so
He's getting ready.
that's what happens. You know, warm up your voice on SmackDown, win on the pay-per-view. So
I'm going Dillinger.
Jimbo, what do you say?
Probably Ty Dillinger, just because he's the perfect 10.
Yeah. Baron Corbin, Mr. Money in the Bank, taking on Shinsuke Nakamura. Baron Corbin, when you're Money in the Bank, you don't have to win matches because you don't lose your push because you can just cash that briefcase in at any time and you're instantly at the top. Nakamura wins.
Baron Corbin wins.
I say nobody
Scott
wins.
just defied everything I said.
He's a big biker with a briefcase. That's terrifying.
Tom, you're saying no
I
contest?
said, yeah. I think they just beat the crap out of each other, and then we get like a false count anywhere or last man standing match, maybe at SummerSlam.
Gabby?
Good prediction. Oh, I almost want to say what you're saying, but I'm gonna go Nakamura.
Okay. Jimbo?
I think it's a DQ and Nakamura wins.
Okay. Breezango versus question mark? That's the name of the team. That's my guess on who it is.
that
It's
who that
question
was?
mark. No. So, first off, Breezango's going to lose this match. Whoever the mystery opponent will be, they will lose.
Okay.
Now,
It's the Who.
it's the Who. That's Jimbo's guess. He guessed the Who. All right, Tom, you're really eager to tell us.
So I was putting together, all the clues that we've had over the last couple weeks.
Okay.
And especially tonight when you saw Tully and his insides are ripped out, and who would be that menacing and just weird and out there and strange? And then I thought of two people we haven't seen in weeks, and they got to be on TV, so it's going to be Luke Harper and Eric Rowan back together as a tag team.
That's Tom's guess.
Right?
Scott, how do you feel about that?
I agree. I'm in full agreement.
You want that?
Yep.
And
they win.
Yeah.
And Harper and Rowan will win if that's
Breezango tap out before they even ring the bell.
Yeah, it was a, what was it, like a horse or whatever, like kind of ripping it out because it's like a goat face or
Yep.
a sheep mask, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gabby,
How do I come at that now?
do you have any
Like,
guesses?
That is such a. I mean, honestly, before I was in the dark, but you just brought the light to me. Because now I could totally see that. If Bray Wyatt was on a tag team, I would go for him. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna side with the two guys to my left.
I am 1,000% for that. Just for the sake of this, I'm gonna just do a completely different curveball of a guess.
No.
Me do that? Why? I'm gonna say Authors of Pain.
Interesting.
For them just to dismantle Breezango.
Why though?
I don't want them to.
People,
I don't think it's going to be. Chat rolls, some people in chat rolls saying Blake and Murphy.
but they're not even a tag team anymore.
No,
Or
well,
are they?
unless they want to bring them back.
I don't know.
Nobody's a tag team anymore.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
They might be, in your scenario, they're creating a tag team again.
But yeah, and I hope they're not the Wyatt family. I hope they can maybe come up with a better name, like a different name, because they're not with Bray anymore. So if
They
it
just
is
call
them-
them Harper and Rowan if it's them.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Jimbo, who do you think it could
That's
be?
boring.
I think it's Chad Gable and the Who.
And then who wins the match?
Breezango.
All right, so you're saying Breezango still wins.
It's like a prediction.
I swear, if it just ends up actually being the Ascension, I'm going to cry.
I hope not.
No way.
Yeah.
It's
No.
Philly, so if anything, it'll be it'll be like Sandman and Sabu.
Oh, that's true. It could just be Tommy Dreamer and somebody.
New Jack.
Yes.
New Jack would do that to Tully.
Probably did way worse.
Women's 5-way elimination match for the #1 contendership to face Naomi at SummerSlam. Lana, Tamina, Becky Lynch, Natalya, and Charlotte. I cannot believe I'm saying this.
I already think I know.
But I think Tamina's winning this.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Just because the storyline is so focused on Tamina, you know,
exactly.
I think it's going to sway in her favor.
So you think they really run with SummerSlam, Tamina versus Naomi?
We find out more of the relationship between Tamina and Lana. Tamina is Naomi's toughest foe, beats the crap out of her. Naomi escapes with the win, and Carmella cashes in.
You ignored the... You think they'll really do Tamina and Naomi at SummerSlam as a match?
With the way they're building us up, yeah.
All right.
I'd much rather see Charlotte or Becky do it. But.
I think it's Becky.
I just don't see how they could do anything else with the storyline, being that there is so much focus on every segment on Tamina.
I'm going to go way out on the ledge, then, I guess. I'm going to say, comes down to Tamina and Lana. Tamina lays down, lets Lana beat her.
And then we have that match all over again?
Yeah. They've been pushing. I don't know. I'm not that I want it. I just think that's where they're going to go with it.
All right. Jimbo.
I think we get something like Tom says, but it's at SummerSlam that Tamina just hands the title to Lana. Like, Tamina goes to SummerSlam to face Naomi, beats her, and then just gives it to Lana like Andre, $1 Man.
Give her the WWE Women Champion.
Tag titles. Usos defending against the New Day. I think Usos will still retain somehow. It might be like a DQ because it's just a regular match again. So I guess in that case, maybe I say New Day wins, but Usos will keep the titles.
New Day wins.
And wins the titles?
Yes.
Okay.
I say Usos.
Yeah, Usos. This will build the SummerSlam in a bigger match.
Yeah. Jimbo.
I got New Day winning, but in a DQ where like the
Yeah.
Usos just walk out again and don't give them the satisfaction, so we get like a cage match at SummerSlam.
All right.
Something to keep them all together.
Yes. Flag match. John Cena versus Rusev. Cena can't lose this, right?
Yes, he can.
Has America ever lost a flag match other than in TNA?
Yeah, against the Hart Foundation. Didn't they win? Right?
What was that?
I mean, it was like Canadian Stampede. Remember? And it was in Canada or in Calgary.
That wasn't a flag match.
It wasn't a flag
was
match.
it?
It was a 10-man tag.
Well,
You're talking about LOD, Goldust, and
Shamrock.
Shamrock, yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
with that being said, I'm going with Cena because at a time where, especially this year, the focus has been so high on America and politics and everything. I feel like you need to bring the country together, and what way to do that than have Cena represent America?
America.
And I mean, you can't like trash our flag and like not have him win. I just feel like at this time, specifically this year, he needs to win.
why
What
can you
better
trash the
way-
Bulgarian flag though?
To get the
Because-
country to rally together than all together to hate someone else.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Especially in
actually
a crowd
good
like
point,
Rusev's
but-
gonna win.
Especially in Philly. Because Philly wouldn't normally cheer Rusev 1,000% in this match.
I think they're going to still.
Even are they going to?
Yes, even in a flag match,
A
yes.
Bulgaria chant? Will we have a Bulgaria
I
chant?
hope so. Come on, Philly, don't let me down.
Bulgaria.
Yeah.
United States.
I think our viewership in Bulgaria just skyrocketed.
Good.
6.
Yeah, Cena's winning this match.
No way. I'm saying Rusev all the way.
This is the ultimate heel turn. Finally, everyone's been waiting
He's
for
gonna
it.
burn out.
John Cena's gonna grab the Bulgarian flag
Oh, there
and
you
then
go.
take it over and put it in, and Rusev's gonna go what? And then they're gonna join hands, and then they'll also challenge Breezango that night as the tag team that
Oh, there we
trashed
go.
their
Mind
office.
blown.
Yeah,
That'll be
tag
the
team
first
heel.
match of the
How
night.
are you
so
not-
we won't even see it coming later.
How are you
You
not?
can't see it
How are you not head writer of SmackDown?
because Road Dogg just doesn't know me.
Jimbo.
I got Rusev.
Oh, all right. United States champ. Speaking of America, United States title: AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens. I think AJ retains.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I mean, I'd like Kevin Owens to win the belt back, but
I
wanna
want
see
U.S. Open challenge.
Me too. That's what I want too. So I'm fine with that.
Yeah, AJ. They could easily flip flop, but I say AJ.
Gabby,
AJ.
Jimbo.
I don't know about this. I kind of want to see it go back to Kevin just so they could keep trading it back and forth. I have a feeling maybe Kevin wins or thinks he wins, but really doesn't win. Like, oh, he had his foot on the ropes, or maybe AJ does the finger on the rope thing to Kevin.
Okay.
So.
Finally, Punjabi Prison for the WWE Championship. Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton. It will not be the Singh brothers, but somebody else is going to cause Randy Orton to lose. Jinder will retain, and then Orton can finally have some other feud outside the WWE title.
Jinder's hero helps him with the help of the Great Khali.
The Great Khali comes out.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool, actually.
Yeah, there's no way they're gonna hide him backstage.
I never thought I'd say Great Khali and cool in the same sentence, but that would be cool.
So just to play devil's advocate, I'm gonna go with Orton because
You go with Orton, shocker.
I know, but I do actually really love Jinder and what he brings to the table and the whole character and everything. But I'm just gonna go with devil's advocate because sometimes there's unexpected things that happen in WWE, especially at pay-per-view. And Orton is a strong player in WWE in general, so it would be a lot to take him out, especially for something like this. So I'm gonna stick by his side.
All right.
Jimbo. I say Jinder. I'm gonna say Jinder. I'm gonna say he wins with no help from anybody.
Just wins clean?
Yeah. Like, I think he needs it. Like, all right, the last 2 matches, he's had the help from the outside. I think he needs... It's in a Punjabi prison. Like, anything can happen. You know? He could just handcuff...
Can it, though?
He could just handcuff Orton in the first cell and, you know, just walk right out.
True.
All right. Jimbo.
I think if Cena wins against Rusev, then Jinder wins this match, and if Cena loses, then Orton wins this match, because then we get Rusev versus Orton or Cena versus Jinder.
Oh, so you think it'll be Cena? But Cena
I
said
think
he wants AJ's title.
Show.
He wants AJ's U.S. title.
That's bullshit.
That's the highest ranking title on SmackDown.
Apparently it is right now. So we want to know your predictions, and you could tell us on the YouTube page as well as the iTunes page. Make sure you leave comments on iTunes. And, of course, you can talk to us on the various forms of social media. Scott Narver, how can people reach out to you?
You can reach out to me on social media at Scott Narver. You can check out youtube.com/OnYourMarkShow for funny, free shoot interviews with Marquee Extreme. And check out the debut episode of Wrestling Compadre Slamcast on their new home at the Stream.tv with an interview from Lita.
There you
Check
go.
that out.
Tom Connolly.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at TomTheCom.
Gabby.
You guys can find me on Twitter at Gabrielle_Loren and Instagram at Gabby, GABBY_Loren.
Jimbo.
Follow me on Twitter at Jimbo in the Booth.
And everyone's so abrupt with their plugs tonight. And you can find me.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Hop on Tinder,
was such-
everybody.
Hold on.
Or Grindr.
This was
For a plug-in.
This was such a well-appropriate show until the last 30 seconds between Jimbo swearing that. Find me on Twitter.
And plug them.
At
Or block 'em.
Or block me like so many others do. Instagram, D. Rosenberg.
That's
T-shirts.
not good either.
ProWrestlingTees.com/Christian Rosenberg. For all your other AfterBuzz TV news, and also follow them on Twitter at AfterBuzz TV. Thanks so much for tuning in this week. For Scott Narver, Tom Connolly, Gabby Loren, and Jim on the Booth, I'm Christian Rosenberg. We'll see you later.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.